kana ake au e te eo tanga te manawa nui. Karanga mai, karanga mai, karanga mai rā. Persist in the battle and journey of well-being. It is a treasure handed down from the heavens. Then comes confidence and peace. Ko te mihi tuatahia ki a iwa matua kore, ko te mihi tuarua ki a rangi nui, e tū ake nei me papatunuku, e takoto nei tēnā kōrua. Me nā mate ku wehe atu ki te pō, haere, haere, haere atu rā. He mihi mai o hā ki koutou te haukainga o tangata rua me nā manuhiri o nā hau e whā. Koutou huhui mai nei ki te tautoko te kaupapa o te rā. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ki te taha tōku pēpiha, ki te taha tōku pāpa, ko maunga pōhatu, pūtau ake me taupuri nā mauna. Ko mātātua me tainui nā waka, ko tūranga me te orini nā awa, ko tūhoi nā te awa me tainui nā iwi. Ko taipakaia te marae, ko toroa te tūpuna. And I come from the Scottish clan also on my father's side. Ki te taha o tōku māma, ko putawa ki te mauna, ko mātātua te waka, ko o hini mataroa te awa, ko Ngati awa te iwi, ko pūkeko te hapu, ko pūkeko te marae, ko uimua te tīpuna. My mum's also affiliates with Tūhoi Parihaka, and she's Indian and Welsh descent. Ko rere orangi tūtua tōku ingoa, but if any of you belong to Inland Revenue or the police, it's called Patricia Bennett. Yeah. I was lost most of my life. I'm called a tangata whaera to some people, but that sort of still separated me from the pack. I was a tangata, and always was, ira tangata, before they labelled me tangata whaiora. I didn't know who I want to be. Maori, Indian, Welsh. I had like cultural schizophrenia. I had a upbringing where my father was tūturu Maori, who said, never mind that world. So I went to Highland dancing, my first Maori in the surf club, went to the swimming club. But in between all that, I was sexually abused. And this come from a friend that channeled it from the tipuna, was to explain I had a fragmented soul. It was like the whatu manua, the tākuira the soul, and the whare tangata were all mamai, they were all out of balance. And this was channeled. It was like feet firmly planted in papatunuku in the physical domain, arms raised up to the heaven, reaching for guidance through wairua systems, seeking to reconnect pieces of the fragmented soul. The faceless, nameless figure pushes to escape the entrapments of the incarcerated mind and pulls to bring together the pieces that are mana atua, mana tipuna, mana tangata, and mana motuhake. My sadness is I have never known my queer to hold me in her arms. My sadness is that what I know was not told to me by my kaumātua. My sadness is that I don't have the real, that what I feel can't be fully told. But I heed the call of my tipuna, the strongest karanga I know. I bow my head with respect for them, and from them I draw strength. They walk with me as I take my first steps towards all that is theirs. Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kāka, ka tangi hoki a hau. Ti hei mauri ora. I met a lady that, beautiful tohunga, her name's Dr. Rose Piri. I went up to her place and she said, Moko, You want to celebrate all your DNA. Stop walking around thinking you're just Maori. You're Indian, you're Welsh, you're Scottish. Learn to love yourself. Love that you're Hindu. When I was a child, I would go in the kitchen. I had a boil up and fish heads on that side, and I had curry on that side. But I must have been colonised because I liked the fish and chip shop and baked beans in between. It was that confusion of, I didn't want to be Maori. I could see how the Pākehās were treating us. Then I keep seeing visions of dead people, tipuna coming, the birds and the trees talk to you. Oh, fuck, I must be pōrangi. I'm known as pōrangi, wairangi, haurangi. I'm even known as the hau without the rangi. Yeah, because I, was a bit naughty there. But that's from the sexual abuse. I don't know why I put that picture in. I think it was my Maori side and my Pākehā side fighting with each other, but I could see we can live in unity by helping each other. I just want people that work in this field with ones like me that are pakaru. Done the L, the M and N-O-P-E, all the drugs. Why? Why? Because I was missing pieces inside. I had emotional abuse, physical abuse. I felt unworthy. I felt not loved. I lost my mother because it was my uncles. She didn't want to believe me. But that's all right. Because I've had to reach deep. And it's people like Nanny Rose, Papa Joe, tōhungas that could go out, get my missing pieces to restore. It wasn't the puku of my mother, 8-day labour. As soon as I come out of her, she was ko pautahau. I went on a table into an incubator, 3 months. No api, no love with my mother. I was disconnected in the birth. So please, if there's any midwives out there, make sure you cut the cord properly, because it didn't finish pulsating from my mother. So I missed out right from there, some missing pieces. Look at us holistically. Don't just look at me because I'm a bonga holako, I've done the pee. Go deeper. I didn't want to walk around stone for 20 years. Didn't want to be on the fries. I wish the talk that we've had today, I'm grateful for all of you in this room, because the cousins behind me, they got help coming. This poem resonates with me. Me aro koe ki te hā o hini ahuone. If hini titama can become hini nui te pō, crushing the next man that tried to interfere with her between her thighs, then I too can deal to any man that would enter me without my permission. If our tipuna wahine can have the courage and the vision to leave their homelands in search of new homes, then I too can leave any place that does not nourish and support me. If that great ancestress Wairaka can summon the strength of any man and drag that waka from the sea to the land, then I too should not allow myself, let alone anyone else, to think of me as less than his or her equal. Nani Muriwai, I didn't have an auntie to go to, I didn't have an uncle to go to. I go to the cave where my Nani Muriwai is. She'll hear my tears, she'll hear my broken heart. Nanny Rose has been a pivotal part of my journey. She's taught me to love myself. How do we do that? By knowing who I am, celebrating who I am, be proud I'm a Maori girl, and all my other DNA. Oh, this machine. I'm not good at technology, but I'm just sort of... I dedicate this presentation to all of the above tohunga tapu tapu, as they have all been an integral part of my healing journey in restoring the missing pieces. The wisdom of the four winds, Barry Brailsford. Te whai tika ki ora ko te tinana te umai reia Papa Joe Delamere, kia ora Papa. Nanny Rose Pere te peke. Kaupapa Māori delivery of Wairua counselling and healing services. There's the answer. We need to tell the government, we need more of Māori Wairua tanga healing places. Sharon Hunitanga, she works in Ngati Awa, and she's one in all our area that's mate ki te tohunga and got the Pākehā tohu. So I take all my Māori girls through her, a lot of them. We do Wairua tanga healing. Te tapina kara mo te iwi waiahau Rita te rupe, a lot of you have met her. She's been huge. I take a lot of people to her as well. Shamanic healing was from Denise Kerr. She was the one that actually went out the cosmos. My soul pieces were all fragmented. I picked my pieces up from being raped and molested at 2, 4, 7, 8, 12. I put them in my backpack. But Tohongo was out at the fetus. He said, Moko, you can fly, come home. I can't fly. So they laid me some pellets to walk across with my missing pieces. It's been 3 years, they've integrated it to be slowly. There was some gifts amongst those missing pieces. So they're slowly integrated back into me. Papa Joe, he taught me, you want to have the hee-haw, Moko? Oh, here the hee-haw. You want to stop being honest with yourself, because that'll give you integrity. You want to honour all the people, all the trees, all the birds, and have a bloody good attitude. That's the hee-haw. Because Moko, you ever got the hee-haw, you got to be a ho-ha, you need to go find a ha. Yeah, that's not your hand. He was quite hard. He would teach me things like, Moko, you got fear. Oh yeah, what's fear? Scared what? Scared what? What? Oh, false evidence appearing real in your hine naro. Oh, okay, good, I had to work with that. Oh, what's love? Life's only valued experience. Oh, but you're sitting in the blame, Moko. How the blame? Oh, believing lies and manifesting emptiness, what I've done to myself. But Papa Joe, he died. Te umai reia, ancient kōrero. It's cosmic, it's atmospheric, it's earthly, and it's magical in its format, and it's the centre of this healing. So I had rume. It removed the suppressed trauma out of the cellular level. Because this word, resilience, hope, oh, I hear it all the time. I couldn't even reach any of those without taking the trauma out of me first. Address the trauma. It's a natural process for the human body to heal when we've done the trauma. Released it through taku, through wairua, through karakia, through the... You know, I was so confused. I could see some of my people had fluent in the reo. I haven't got the reo, fluent in the karakia. But they didn't know. Aroha, aro, the pathway, the breath. Love is here, everywhere is love. So I could see these people fluent in the reo up there, but they didn't want to know me. They didn't have an ounce of time for me. They didn't have aroha. They didn't even have time to hear my story. But you want to do a care plan? Huh? Who's the care plan about? What story are you fellas listening to? DSM-4? Oh. I want to acknowledge the wisdom of the four winds, Barry Brailsford. I thought I was crazy when you hear the birds talk. When the rainbow's pale, you know there's blood going to be shed on the earth. The tui board means alignment. The power shell means harmony. This book validated that I'm not crazy, because these birds, they do send messages. Those kohatus, they do speak, because the fetus, they had a baby, and it was called kohatu. That's the first ancestor, kohatu. That's why the pounamu and the stone was so good. Kaupapa Maori, this lady here, Sharon Hunitana from Ngati Awa, I want more of these places. Where they check the wairu out, they check where the suppressed trauma sits in a cellular level. She's amazing, this lady. She gets to know you, she don't judge us. You can feel it. Denise Kerr, she's a PDN, a mental health e Pākehā shaman. That's the lady that went out to get my missing pieces. Just showing you how the wairua can work when the tangata's on the table. Sometimes we talk about it, but to make it tangible in the physical realm. The mamai sits in our aura before it comes into my body. What that was about. Tapina kara is another hauora wairua tanga. They do rongoa. They do kai rongoa, miri, karakia. Although they are a very small organisation, they provide miri wairua healing. They find that people all over the world find their clinic through manaakitanga to help us with our mahi wairua. They're supported by their whānau. They also have a mental health contract to help people with mental health addictions. Auntie Rita taught me about my chakras where they were blocked, and she taught me how they relate to our Maori world views. A lot of you's probably already seen this somewhere. Well, from being pōrangi and wairangi and haurangi and all that, I got a job with the district health board and it's called God's I couldn't go through the medical board because I wasn't allowed to label me. I'm tripolar, I'm schizophrenic, I'm the lot at different stages of my life. But I wasn't allowed to have one label when I walked through life being called that, no. In my role as consumer advisor, I am responsible to promote mana atua, mana whenua and mana tangata. The Treaty of Waitangi is the document that I can create and implement partnerships of protection. This is a responsibility for all who are employed by the DHB. One of our principles is to promote and preserve mana atua, mana whenua and mana tangata. But how do we make that tangible to our colleagues? I've got a 43 team of colleagues, 2 Maoris. I've got a South African head. She don't even care about what's happened to our lands and our people. She's business, strategic planning, budgets. She's not about the heart of the people of the land. They didn't even pay for me to come. In my role, it's really, really hard. Oh, yeah, I went to the University of Hard Knocks all my life, but I went to a real one called Unitec a couple of years ago, Te Wānanga o Wairaka, and I got me a tohu called Graduate Diploma in Leadership and Management for non-for-profit organisations. So I was like, Beth, I still live with Jack Damasa, but Beth's gone up and upskilled and, you know, gone to uni. And Beth's standing off our stage down here. I came and told my story in my hometown because the perpetrators are there. And it was too hard. I had to come out of my room to share it. But this is only my second time in my life to share my journey. Yeah. So I've got a birth certificate and a tohu now, yeah, to go with my police records. Yeah, and I was the moko that was like, you know, I could sell pounds a day and manage all the drugs, all right, but hello, I went to uni and I passed the level 7, I freaked myself out. So I thought, yeah, I'm not a dumb married girl from the bush. You know, there's something still there even after all the taupē gone, ta kohu a so te kli ta kohu. Mana wahine is about me claiming my power within and stepping into it, owning it like never before, wrapping myself in a cloak of heightened consciousness, which enables me to soar to new heights of awareness. Don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own ears. Yeah, that was me. Takes one to know one. Because those who do not have power over the story that dominates their lives, the power to retell it, the power to rethink it, deconstruct it, joke about it, and change it as times change, truly are powerless because they cannot think new thoughts. That's by my Indian koro. Yeah. Sound rusty. I'm on my way to that, but I still got some more healing with Jake Damashit. Yeah. That'll be my next presentation. It was until I loved who I was, found out who I was, connected back to the whenua. And this song is from home, and it's my mountain, my rivers, and it means a lot to me. So part of me is from the ocean.
Papa ururui Tahora nui Te manawa O te moana Te Maori O tanga
for taking time to hear my story. Kia ora koutou katoa.